Hello everyone, Cheek here with another Transformers review, and today I'll be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series 113 Bumblebee movie, Skywarp. And he is the second Seeker mold that I've gotten from this movie. I did get the Starscream quite a ways back, and I was at the store, and I was like, you know what? I am intrigued enough, just enough to see this out again, see if it's worthwhile. I don't know exactly how many differences there are between this and Starscream because I don't have that one anymore, unfortunately. But it did have some problems. It was really loose in some areas and had parts that popped off. This one, even if it doesn't have any extra pins or anything like that from the original mold, it does feel tighter and stiffer and does seem to transform and hold together a little bit better. Here he is in his Tetrajet mode. I know he comes packaged in his robot mode, but I was thinking, you know what, I'll show off the vehicle mode first this time and show off transformation from vehicle to robot mode. And I do think it's pretty cool. I did like the Tetrajet mode. I thought this was an interesting take on it. It's just, like I said, the Starscream I had just wasn't that great. I do wish there was more purple and black like the original Skywarp, but it's still decent enough, I guess. I will say the nose is just ever so slightly warped, so I might just need to heat treat it and get it to just point as it's supposed to, but it's just because the way it's packaged and how it gets warped with the way it's pressed in. I wish they would just do solid plastic, and if they had to, just make it a little bit rounded so it's not as sharp. But the thing, because like this right here is solid plastic, and it's not that much less pointy than this. I don't know why they can't do that in solid plastic and paint it purple or whatever, or do purple plastic. Anyway, like I said, it is just Starscream redone in different colors. And I do think it looks pretty cool, although I do find it a little frustrating that you kind of have to rely on the robot mode gun for the vehicle mode, because it's without it, he can't really. I guess he can still stand. It just looks a bit weird because you have this spot right here. I guess you could rotate it. Yeah, there's not really much you can do with this to make it look any less weird without the gun there, but you can still do it though. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make, is that you can still have him in his Tetrajet mode without him. So I guess that's about it, because like I said, there's not much difference between him and Starscream except for I think the head sculpt. I think that's a bit different. I think it's closer to the Blitzwing that they did, and of course the colors. So let's go ahead and get him into his robot mode. And there he is in his robot mode, and he does look pretty cool, pretty intimidating. Like I said, I wish there was a bit more purple and black and all that, but I still think he's still somewhat recognizable as being Skywarp. His head is relatively small, has lots of silver and then red for the eyes, but is a little difficult to see in this lighting. And then, of course, just standard G1 style Seeker shoulder things in the back. And then has the guns right here, which would be like like his null rays, I guess. Well, Starscream's null rays, I think he has different guns, but the same style guns that go on the wings. And this does feel like a very clean robot mode. I like it. Definitely very reminiscent of the G1 kind of wings, although much sharper angles and sleeker, not as boxy. One other thing I did notice with how it's transformed, in the box it was like this, and I've also seen some other people have it like this for Skywarp, so maybe it's a way to differentiate them, but according to the instructions it's supposed to be like this, so I guess it's just up to personal preference how you decide to have the wings. But yeah, that's the only other thing you can really do is put his gun on in his hand, and there you have it. That's pretty much it for Skywarp. And they haven't really done much to improve on the gun, really. It's just the same thing. It does look kind of like it's transformed from his hand a little bit, but it does kind of droop a little bit, so that's why I mean, like, seems like they haven't really done much to improve on it, but it's still not the worst thing ever, but it's still pretty decent look. Articulation, head is, like I said, is on a ball joint. You can look up and down just a little bit, but it's very stiff. Doesn't really get much wibbly wobbly. Can do a full 360. Arms can go out that far. They can do a full 360. Bicep rotation. Over 90-degree bend at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist, but it does bend, but that's for transformation. The wings can go out that far. And then, like I said, there's multiple ways you can pose this if you want. The waist is on a swivel, although you can't really do a full 360 just because of the way the clearance on everything, but you really don't need to do a full 360 in my opinion. Legs can go forward that far, back about that far because the wings get in the way. Does have thigh rotation, gets over 90-degree bent at the knee, and he does have lots and lots of ankle tiltage. This, I think, is a pretty good repaint, slight retool of the face. It's a little bit different. I do think the mold is good. I think they did improve on it, is at least on making it tighter. The clearance is a little bit better. Usually when they do a bunch of repaints and remolds, it tends to get worse over time. So I am pleasantly surprised with that. And that's pretty much it for Transformers Studio Series 113 Bumblebee movie Skywarp. And if you like this review and you'd like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. And until next time, have a good one, everyone.